Here we're going to do just a quick rundown of our appliances. Our microwave runs just like a regular household microwave. And then our stovetop, what's important to know is you have 3 burners. And then your oven. What you're going to want to do is take your burners when you're ready to light, turn it to the little light symbol here, and then what you're going to do is go to the sparker switch and turn it. When you turn that sparker, you're going to notice it actually sparks. Now right at the moment our propane is turned off, but as you turn that sparker you'll hear the propane run and then it will light that burner. If you've just recently changed your propane tank, sometimes you'll have a bit of air in the line and it may take a little bit to actually run. For our furnace, we have a main thermostat right here. The bottom button is actually your mode button, and to turn it on and off, it'll read the inside temperature. Currently it's reading it's 80 degrees, and of course your up and down is for setting it. So right now we touch it once, it lights up, so it's activating. It's just saying off. We touch it again, we're going to see it's going to go to the fan mode. It says low, then high. Hit it again, it says cool, so now our air conditioner would kick on. As you can hear there, it kicks on. We go low or auto. Now I do recommend auto with a fan speed of low or high, and that way it's going to turn off when it reaches the proper temperature. Simply turn your temperature to the range that you would like and then leave it. Now if we go to heat, it'll actually turn on the furnace. So for example, you just heard the air conditioner turn off and the furnace down here has turned on and it will start to blow hot air. I'm going to turn it off as our propane is off, so it's not going to go through its lighting sequence right now. Push it again, goes to off, and that turns it off. That's basically a rundown of our appliances, but I'm going to step outside and we're going to show you the switch for our hot water tank. Your hot water tank, depending on which model you've purchased, may be located at the back of the trailer or over on the driver's side of the trailer. If you want to run it on electricity, you simply turn the little tab sideways, give it a gentle push. Now I'm doing this one-handed, so it's a little easier. You can lift up the screen and put it off to the side. When you want to turn it on, there is a little switch, typically behind a small piece of marking tape here. You can see it says on and off. You would turn it to the on position. That will turn on the electric heater on the tank. Now, what you want to make sure is that the tank is filled with water, that you've either put water in your freshwater tank and turned on the pump and pressurized the system, or that you're hooked up to a garden hose. A good way to check, right here we have a pressure relief valve. If there's water in the system, you simply pull that little lever up and water will leak out of here. Technically it'll spray out of there if you have the right pressure. So you can push that, you know that there's water. If it does what it's doing now, nothing coming out, there's no water, do not turn that electric switch on. It will burn out the element in under 30 seconds. It is that quick to burn out. So please do not turn it on until you've confirmed you have water in the tank. Also, you can use this if a number of people are taking showers. You can turn the electricity and the gas on at the same time, and it will increase the amount of, or what we call the refresh rate, the amount of hot water being heated up in your hot water tank.